I can only listen when the kids are not around.
Yeah, we're not
That's such a dad thing to say.
Well, welcome. This is podcast Dragon Ball Legends podcast episode 3. We got Romnus here, and we got Blues, and we got Dick Falcon. That's not a family friendly name. He's here too. We got Dick Falcon in the chat with us. That's right. I'm yelling in my apartment. People are hearing me ramble on, and I'm sure they're gonna call the police on me one day. But we fucked up last night. We had an amazing podcast. We talked about genocides and the British Empire. Iona came on. Fucking Stoner Piccolo. I mean,
I remember. Yeah, I do remember that whole fucking conversation we had about the British Empire.
Yeah, race relations. We talked about it all. We didn't even talk about RPGs. That's what you get here, guys. Sometimes you're like, well, I thought we were going to talk about the site. It's like, no, motherfucker. We're talking about race relations for 40 minutes, and it's going to end with, I don't know, us telling Sanpan and Iona they need to build like a battleship and take over Ireland or something. That's where we're going.
Build a battleship and take over Ireland.
Just build a battleship from scratch and just go take over Ireland. They have it in their blood. They want to take over things. That's why they're so salty these days. That's why Iona's so mad. He just needs to take over something. Honestly. I think.
Well, I mean, the British weren't the only ones that had a huge empire.
Yeah, I mean, all the Europeans wanted it. They all copied them. You got the French and the Dutch and
the Spanish.
My ancestors, the Hungarians. One day Austro-Hungary is going to rise again, man. I'm going to be a part of it. Well, I feel like that's my adopted home country because I'm partially Hungarian, so I consider myself to be, a citizen of Austro-Hungary. That empire that doesn't exist anymore, but we're bringing it back, man.
What Hungarian people look like.
They just look like white people, I would imagine, with funny hats because we're whimsical. Us Hungarians are whimsical people. I think I got a better chance of taking over the world in Austria than I do if I went back with my African.
Yeah, people got nerve enough to say all black people look the same, all white people look the same. Goddamn it.
Yeah. I mean, if they don't talk in their dialect, you want to know what the fuck they are. If they just wore like old Navy clothes, it's like, what are you? Are you from Russia or Britain? It's only when they speak that you know. Oh, okay, I know where you're from.
Yeah, because it's like they wear Adidas in the UK and in Russia, so it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they wear those track pants. They think those are really cool. I forgot Bacon's he's from the UK too, so I guess he would build the battleship too to take over Ireland. I forget that. Sometimes I forget where people are from. That's going to change soon. I'm going to become a better podcaster. Hopefully less drunk. That's the thing. I told Blues last week I was going to stop drinking, but I hadn't drank for a week, and I started to hate myself. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to drink for the podcast. Well, that was a mistake because I woke up today, and most of the entire bottle of sake's gone. There's like a little bit left. I was like, what the fuck? That's why I don't even remember the podcast, most of it. But I guess we talked about some philosophical stuff. I mean,
did you even record it?
No, we were having issues, so I was like, fuck it, let's just keep going, because I mean, if we had stopped it, that would have sucked. Everybody would have been disappointed. So everybody had fun, and we got. I mean, we're still practicing. Like, that's the thing. If we want to have some practice podcasts, we can, because the more we talk and we get better at it, the better we'll get. Because obviously, I could just run my mouth forever. And it seems like Bacon and Sunpan like it. I guess I freaked out Sunpan with the Epstein thing, but I'm trying to red pill her. I'm waking her up to the reality of the situation.
It's like, why Epstein though?
And I hate my voice. I need to see when I get excited, it gets squeaky. I need to calm it down. Get more serious, like this. Hey guys, this is a serious podcast.
Like this.
I don't know, man. You know what pisses me off is like everybody's obsessed with the COVID-19. I'm still trying to get over the Epstein thing. They're like, oh, Epstein. Well, I want to. Have you seen Plandemic, Romulus? Have you seen Plandemic? I'm like, what? What is there to learn? That what the government takes advantages of crisis. Where were you for the past 20 fucking years? It was like this in 9/11. Of course, Blues was too young to remember. He was like a baby.
Bitch, I saw that shit on the news, nigga.
Yeah, you
motherfucker.
Blues was born a day after. He's a 9/11 baby.
I'm a 1999 kid.
Damn, 1999. Jesus.
Yes, sir.
You actually remember that? Being like, what, 2 or 3?
No, I fucking don't. I don't remember that.
Jesus. God, I feel old. God. For people not, like, I was eating cereal, and I woke up, and I saw the buildings on fire. My mom's like, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then we went to school, and we kept watching it. And after that, man, the whole world changed, dude. You have no idea how different things were in the 1990s. Like,
man, I wish I lived in the 90s.
It was all right. I mean, it's not. The thing about the 90s was, it's like we didn't know how good we had it until after the fact, because like the craziest thing that used to be on Fox News before 9/11 was shark attacks. Like, literally, it was hilarious. Like, you would have loved it. You would have been like, if we could go back in time and I could show you Fox News, and you would be laughing, because that's what Americans used to be concerned about, is like fucking shark attacks. Like, that was the big thing on Fox News. So it was an interesting time to be alive. Before all this technology took over. It was an interesting time. But let's see. So for the to make up for us fucking up the real pot, well, this is the makeup cast. I guess we can dive into those topics we talked about last night. So what were some of the topics, Blues? Lay them down. Let's go into it.
One of the main topics was you, basically not playing as many characters.
Yeah, I remember that. I don't know if I got really kind of angry about it. I don't know, but it was like the problem with me playing less characters right now at this time is that if I did that, it would cause problems, because at least with it would be one thing, Blues. Let's say if all my characters were like Saiyans, right? Like I had a mechanic Saiyan, a general Saiyan, a Raminus Saiyan, and like all these, and they were all kind of like helping each other out. But most of my characters have been helping out with, just interacting with the members for the most part. I mean, Raditz and Raminus, they kind of overlap, but I think for what we were kind of going for, it wasn't really officially we were trying to go for it, but it seems like we wanted to bring back like all the old characters we used to play.
Hold on a second.
Wow. Ah, that's good. That is good sake. Yes, folks. I'm drinking sake again because I like to drink when I'm doing a podcast. It smooths the gears out. It's like oil. Normal rum is a little rusty.
He wanted me to take him to.
It's a little rusty, and we need oil. That's what I need, and that's what booze is to me. It's oil. It makes things run smoother, folks. And Blues is talking to somebody right now. He may get assaulted again on this program, like last time, so we don't know. If he does, like my prediction was last time, is he probably have a 50-50 chance of surviving. So, keep that in mind. Grab yourself a drink and chill. We're taking a little bit of a break till Blues gets back. Or you can just listen to me ramble. It's kind of like ASMR if ASMR was horrible.
Yeah, be outside.
Blues has responsibilities, you see. He's back. Are you back, Blues?
All right, I'm gonna have to run real quick. I'll still be in the call, but I'll be right back.
All right, so Blues is leaving for a while. We're gonna keep the podcast going because that's what the people want. They want more content. And so they want more ROM, of course. So, yeah, we had the podcast last night, and so, yeah, they're like, hey, you're playing too many characters, ROM. I'm like, listen, bro, listen. I play all those characters to help out the site, so we got to keep things going the way they are. So that's not going to change. We're gonna keep going ahead mindlessly into the future and stumbling until we all OD off of cocaine at some point when we make money off this. I would imagine at some point, like, I mean, somebody's gonna have to give us some Bitcoin at some point, and I can buy a lot of cocaine with that and die. So, I mean, that's what I want. So we had that. So we've already passed that. And we talked about a few other things. I'm trying to see if they were really that important enough to really like bring back up. We talked about like crazy shit. We really didn't get anything to the site. So let's talk about the site and where it's going. And it seems like it's just going to be me and Blues. Blues will be back in a little bit, but we'll talk about a few things. Maybe bring up some news. We'll talk about the site. So one of the things about the site that needs to be done is the stat system, of course. And I talked to Blues about it and Forte, and it seems like they want to keep the old stat system, but we want to simplify it to where it actually... Because here's the thing. I keep telling people this, and they're like, I don't believe you, Rom. Maybe it needs to be more complicated. I'm like, no, shut the fuck up. We're tired of complicated stat systems. Nobody wants to do that. Look at this. I've been on multiple DBZ RPG sites, and the problem is the stat system's too complicated. Nobody wants to learn it. Why do you want to spend 2 hours learning a fucking stat system when you could play like a video game or something? So my thing is that we got to evolve. We got to make things simpler and easier for people because I mean the Zoomers, the fucking Zoomers, those kids, they don't have the patience, and they're the future of whatever this community turns out to be. Because I mean, God, you got supposedly from what I know, Alex's site kind of fell apart after that whole Zeta boards turned into Tap Talk. Like he'd never really recovered, and I feel bad. See, unlike most people in our side of the community, I have nothing against Alex. He was always cool with me. Same with Arena Vegeta. I'm still mad at Arena Vegeta because he banned me for no reason other than the fact that I started to work with Blues and Forte on this side. I even told him that. So I'm a little salty over that. One day maybe we should bring Arena Vegeta on the podcast. We could talk about that. It's going to be a hot seat podcast where I'm gonna yell at Arena Vegeta, drunk probably. And that'll be good for the site. It's gonna build our reputation. It really is. I'm gonna be like, listen here, Arena Vegeta, you banned me, you fucker. So what do you got to say to that? It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great podcast. Those are gonna be the interview. What are we gonna call them? The Tap Hot Seat Podcast episodes. So they're not gonna be when we do interviews. They're gonna be separate from what we're doing now, which is wasting your fucking time. But you're here and you're listening to this. So going back to the stat system. So yes, we're gonna simplify the stat system. That's coming out soon. I know Zuka's been talking about it. He wants it. And I mean, that's how you're gonna have to pay the staff, anyways. Like, to motivate the staff, you got to give them something. So you can pay them in stats, I guess. But they actually have to do shit. That's my problem. Because basically, it's been me and Blues running the site, and I guess the other staff on vacation. Maybe they got stuck on those cruise liners that turned into plague ships, and I mean, I'm not gonna say that I would wish some of them would die on the plague ships, but I want them to suffer a little bit, so that when they come back, they're not gonna be all bitchy and shit. Like I want them to like have a real life experience, like they had to be on a ventilator on a ship. And they come back and they're like, I'm happy to be alive. Yes, I am going to be a great admin after this and actually serve the members. Give them what they deserve. That's what we want. And that's what this site needs. I think I need to change my style up. Maybe like slow down. I talk a lot and I talk fast. I don't know if that's what people want. So maybe I'll slow it down, be a little more chill. Like jazz, like smooth like jazz. That's what we want. So, We got the stat system. I think everything else on the site is working out fine. I mean, some people are like, well, we should have new people. It's like, what do you want? Blues and I are the only ones running the site right now. We couldn't handle any more people. It'd actually be better if we just serve the members we have now, and we do the best we can with what we got, and we appreciate the people we have, and serve them to where they're like, oh, this site is actually worth something, to where they stick around and they're our core members. And then eventually, once we get the stat system figured out, we'll get the advertisement. Hopefully Heather's back. Heather is Xanthi, by the way. I don't know if you know that. I call her Heather. Sometimes I call her Xanthi. She's a southern damsel of a RPer. That's right. A southern damsel, I think. That's what I would. Yeah. Yeah, she's from I think she's from South Carolina. She's from one of those southern states. And she just we've had a fun history. We might have yelled at each other a few times, but we get along now, and that's what's important. It's like fucking Pokemon. We're building friendships and catching. We're not really catching Pokemon. I guess we're catching members. We're catching members, and I'm Ash, and she's Misty, and Vegeta, and Blues is Brock. And that's how it is. We're a team. We're a team now. So yeah. So the stat system's coming. I like how the site's being run now. I think Zuka said that he was concerned about there not being enough activity on the forums, and see this is the great thing about this podcast is if we put this on YouTube, there's going to be people who don't know what the fuck we're even talking about. That's the great thing. That means everybody who's listening to this or who's on the site, you're part of a secret group of people who only know about DBZ RPGs. That's right. The rest of the people are going to be like, what the fuck is this bullshit? That's the correct answer. It is bullshit, but it's good bullshit if you like what we do. So, yeah, we need more activity on the forums, but really what brings the hotness right now is the C-Box. You just got to roll with it. What you want me to go to like Iona and be like, listen, Iona, you need to post more on the forums, and if you don't, I'm gonna teach you a lesson. Like, that's not happening. Like, what do you want? What do you want us to do? You want us to force the members to be on the whole point? Our core membership right now, they like to be on the C-Box. It is what it is. We tried our best. We record them, so they technically count as canon. That's the best we can do. And actually, on that note, I actually have to we actually have to come out with a template for the C-Box, because this whole like copying the C-Box post and pasting them in and not actually like explaining the who, what, where, when, that has to stop, because you guys are getting lazy. You guys need to you post, if you want to record it in the archive, you post it in there, you write a summary of what's going on, so that way we can remember what the fuck everybody did.
Oh, we're back.
Blues is back. Blues, like I was just saying, I feel that the members are getting lazy as far as the C-Box. Like, I like C-Box. Some people are complaining about not enough activity on the forums, but what they don't understand is that the C-Box is basically part of the core membership. They like it. But here's the problem, Blues, is that they are lazy and they paste the C-Box activity in the archives, and they need to start putting summaries in the who, what, where, when. It doesn't have to be elaborate, but like, we need to know what's going on with all these events, or we're just going to forget about them, or they're going to be irrelevant. And that's...
Yeah, aside from just the title.
Yeah. So we talked about that, and I talked about, I did talk more about, like, me playing so many characters, but, I mean, that's just how it has to be for right now. I don't know what these people... Really, you just want me to play, like, what, Goku and Raditz? Like, Like, what the fuck would that be? Like, because then it's like Rakut's is fucked because he has so much invested in. See, that's the thing they don't understand is like Rakut's character is so invested in Moth Violet that if I just dropped her, it'd be like a slap in the face to him. He'd be fucked.
Now, honestly, if you were gonna play if I was gonna tell you to play any character, Moth Violet would probably be one of those characters.
Everybody loves Moth Violet. She's.
I was never on Arena, so I never got to see you play Moth Violet.
Moth Violet's a lot like Tetrati. For whatever reason, some people really like my female characters because they're just, I guess they're a little bit nicer. They're not like complete douchebags like Rom or Raditz. Though a lot of people like my Raditz too, because he's Raditz is a little bit more redeemable because usually my Raditz always has a daughter, but I don't go like the Dragon Ball R&R route where he's a good guy. He's just I made him to be more like a Saiyan version of Goku. Like he has friends, he has his family, but he by Earth standards he's evil, but he's a hero to the people on planet Vegeta because he's he goes out, he fights, he wins battles, he comes back, and he's loved by his people.
Nah, man, he's got to be a Z fighter, bro.
Yeah, that's. You can imagine me playing all just Z fighter characters. How weird that would be. Like nobody would. People. I think people would be more concerned about that than me like drinking and shit. Like, are you all right, Rom? Why are you playing all heroes? That ain't you. You know. So, I guess. What do you think though, man? What do you want to bring up about the site? So I brought up the C box, me playing so many characters. I did also talk about that. Nobody's really complained about it, but the amount of members we have right now is all we can handle until we might have to eventually, Blues, at some point we might have to hire other staff or just appoint other people to be staff. Because if we ever get more members at some point, we have to have active staff. That's Blues is again talking to somebody right now, so I'm gonna take over again. It's all right, because we're gonna keep this going. That's what our enemies want. They want us to stop. That's what they want, and we're not stopping for anything. That's right. So we'll keep going. But no, what I was gonna tell Blue.
What happened?
Okay, you're back. No, what I was saying is that what's your opinion on if some members have concerns about us not having new members? Because my opinion is we can't handle new members because it's only me and you running the site right now. So.
Me, you.
Yeah. Forte more behind the scenes.
I mean, that's a legitimate concern, but it's like we just opened up a couple months ago.
Yeah, and my big thing is the stat system comes first. We fix the stat system and then we advertise. Because there's no point in getting more people. Because the problem is if we got more people right now, they would distract us from actually finishing the stat system. I'm gonna review your guys' stat system, and I'll play with it a little, and I'll post something maybe, so that way we can have something going, or at least get it in the groove of playing with it to figure out what we want. I don't know when that's gonna happen because I have a list of things I gotta do. I got wasted yesterday, so I didn't get a lot done, and we're doing the makeup podcast, so I'll probably be on the forums later tonight, but it is what it is, man. I mean, all these things are going to get done. I'm not going to college over the summer because I want to have fun. I want to hang out with my pals on Legends and also, I guess, work out and hike, hang out on the beach. Just have a little fun. That's what I want. Yeah. Maybe I'll die from the coronavirus over the summer. That's also a possibility. So, but
possibly.
Yeah. So what's your opinion? I mean, yeah. Where do you see the site going, or where do you think we need improvements on? Because I say we do a pretty damn good job. Like, I think if more people saw what we were doing and the fact that we're building a community, more people would come over here. So you got to be ready for that. At some point, we might just like have an inflow of a lot of people. You know?
I mean, if it comes down to that, then it is what it is. You know, you just gotta adapt.
Yeah. And
Just gotta adapt.
we'll definitely adapt. Oh, but you also have to realize at some point we might need to appoint new, more active staff. Like that might happen. I don't know what you and Forte think about that, but I mean, we can't. I mean, we could keep the staff we have. That's not a problem, but like we gotta face the facts that they're not active right now. So,
Right.
that's not a bad thing. I get it. People have lives, but like we gotta have people here who can help out. You know, because we're stuck doing the saga stuff, and so we have our hands tied. Like we can't do anything else. Like I can't. Like I gotta cut back on how many open posts I do with people. I have to have it down to 2 now because with running the saga, I can't. My time is divided between all these different things.
Yeah.
So there's that. That's most of the bullshit site stuff that you folks wanted, and we gave it to you. We gave you that, like my opossums, the bananas were given out. So eat those fucking bananas. So now we're going on some new topics. We went on to that. So let's do the coronavirus death toll. That's what the people really want. They want to know about the coronavirus. They'd be like, well, what does that have to do with RPG? Shut the fuck up. This is our podcast. We're doing a coronavirus death count because people need to know what's going on. Let's see. Death count. Death count. Let's see. Let's see.
Shit, I smoked the rest of that shit with Josh. He rolled them. Yeah.
Damn it, Blues. You're getting... I like how you're doing the podcast and you're like walking around in real life. Let's see. The death count? Confirmed? No fucking way. There's only been 977 deaths in America? That's not right. Oh, that's... Oh, let's do the world. We're trying to do the coronavirus death count. Well, there's been that many cases and that many deaths worldwide. You got 4,771,000. Man, I don't even know how to say this, dude. Like, I'm not that good with numbers. Look, folks. There's been a lot of people dying from the coronavirus, right? They got over 4 million dead and 4 million cases. How would you even say that? 4.7 million cases. All right? And then you got 300,000 deaths. That sounds like it's low. I don't know. It's something like that. Yeah, so there's your coronavirus death tolls. I hope that helped out, Maybe you should wear a mask. Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe it's real. Maybe it's fake. Go. No, that's what you should do. Go out there and find out if this is real or not. I want you to find an Asian and have him cough on you and tell me if it's real or not. That's what I want you to do. That's the homework for this podcast is find a sick Asian person, let him cough on you, and then tell me, call me up or message me on Discord and tell me if it's real. If you survive or maybe it's fake. I mean, I don't know. Some people like this pandemic shit, and they're like, oh, this is all just like planned. I'm like, I don't know about that, but people believe anything because people are stupid. Some people think the world's flat.
Yeah.
Do you believe the world's flat, Blues?
Fuck no.
Could you be friends with somebody who thought the world was flat? Like, and that was his thing. Like he would
I
always try to
couldn't.
bring it up and convert you.
No, I couldn't because that would get annoying really fucking quick.
Yeah, it would. Be like, we'd
Like,
have a
Amy,
good.
the world's flat. It's like, no, it's not, Richard.
Yeah, be like me and you would be like we have a conversation, but it always ends with like, but Blues, the Earth's flat. Like,
But
one day I'm gonna convert you. One day you're gonna believe it.
just wanted to let you know the Earth is flat.
Yes, that's right.
It's like, no, the fuck, it's not.
Out of all the conspiracies, man, there's some conspiracies.
Of all.
I love conspiracies. That's gonna be a big thing about this podcast is when we go into politics or conspiracies. Like, I like a good conspiracy, but like some are just retarded. Like the flat Earth thing is really dumb. UFOs at this point, I mean, I almost just believe they're real. The shit I've seen, like, I honestly think UFOs are real, most likely. The idea that we're alone is retarded. It's mathematically impossible. There's
Yeah.
there's billions of galaxies with billions of stars in them, or some insane number of endless possibilities, and you're gonna tell me that we're the only ones? We're that special? Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm not that impressed with humanity. Like, there's probably like I wish the aliens would come down and like adopt me. We'd go to some cool ass world or some shit. It'd probably be better. Like humanity is like the fucking like the rural like hicks of aliens. Like we're not. I don't think we're the best, but we're not the worst. Like, we're not planet Afghanistan, but we're not the best either. We're somewhere in the between.
Planet Afghanistan.
Yeah, planet. We're not planet Afghanistan, but we're not top tier either. We're middle tier. We're all right. Humanity. I gotta give a little bit of credit to humanity. I mean, we are kind of awesome, but we kind of suck.
Right.
Blues going to a fucking Walmart and tell me half those people are not irredeemable pieces of shit.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
They are.
They are.
But it is what it is.
So Blues, tell us what are your plans for the future for your characters and as an admin? You know what? And I'll ask you this after that. But go ahead.
As far as future Trunks, that I don't feel like fucking redoing his arc again for like the 15th time. So
Yeah.
probably gonna end up getting rid of him. Vegeta, I don't know where I'm gonna go with Vegeta. I enjoy playing him, but it's like, the fuck am I gonna do with him?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing with me with Goku, but like I think that it's almost like just the burden of being the admins. Like we kind of just have to play Goku and Vegeta because it's like that's always our strength. Is like we play Goku and Vegeta. Like there's a Goku and Vegeta on this site because there's a lot of sites they don't have that shit or they're not active. So in a way, it's kind of just us doing it for the members because that's what counts. We love the members. I know I do. I mean, I mean, I'm not gonna some of them are better than others, but like I love them all at the end of the day. I mean, I would run some of them over with my car, but like I still love them as they roll over, and I basically kill them, but I still love them. That's the point.
Yeah.
That's the point. Yeah. Where I'm going with this. I mean, I'm sure there's some members who don't like me. They're like, maybe like Spanish goings like, I spit on this guy's grave. He dishonored me. He made fun of Heather. I'm like, calm down, motherfucker. Like Europeans, they are some spiteful motherfuckers. Like Kenya hates me to this day, and it's like, bro, I haven't done anything to you for like 5-6 years. And he's out there, man. He's probably cocking his musket back, ready to. There's fucking redcoat guys trying to kill me. And
Look, man.
Kenya's gonna come out. Oi! Over here, Rom! And he just fires a musket and kills me. Like, fuck.
Been trying to convince Mantine to come on to Legends because they keep telling me that Tenia and Riven are such terrible admins on Summit. I'm like, why do you even deal with that
Yeah.
shit?
I want eventually one day when we do a Heat Tap hot seat interview, we're gonna interview Tenya and Riven. That's gonna be fucking amazing.
Are we? Do we have to?
Dude, we should. It'll be fucking epic. Tell me everybody won't show up for that. Everybody's gonna show up for that shit, dude. It'll be like
Maybe
20.
like all the DBA people, but
Yeah, it'll be. Um, One day, I mean, if you guys want to interview me, you can, but it has to be you and Forte or somebody else. I'm very impressed with the people we have on who come on. Like, Iona's entertaining, Stoner Piccolo's entertaining. Another good thing about Mantine is he's funny as fuck. Like, if he was on the podcast all the time, it'd be great. Like, he's good. He should be a podcaster, really. I mean, we're all right. We'll get better eventually. Blues is just high right now, so he's barely talking.
no, I'm high and I'm playing Need for Speed.
God damn it, Blues! Focus on the podcast, you fucker.
I am. I'm listening.
God, we're so horrible. How the fuck are we going to become famous at this point? Blues is
okay. We were talking about my characters. Okay, so we got Future Trunks out of the way. Vegeta, yeah, we already got him too. I'll probably just keep playing Vegeta just so we have a Vegeta around until we have somebody that's legit willing to play him.
I'm putting you in the hot seat right now. Why? You said you wanted to play a magical girl and you didn't. You're like, you came in one day and you're like, you know what, Romnus, I ain't doing this. Why? Hot seat time. We're going.
Why?
Yeah. Why, Blues? Do you not like playing magical girls? You got something against them? Are you not a Sailor Moon fan in this community?
No, I'm not.
Well, sir. Well, some people are gonna have problems with that, Mister. Gotta.
Well, that's fine.
So why did you drop her? You were excited for one day and then you're like, fuck this.
I didn't even take her. I didn't drop her. How did I drop her if I didn't even take her up?
Because you were like, fuck it, I'm gonna do this, and then a few days later, you're like, I'm not doing this.
Okay, if I make a magical girl character,
yeah,
what the fuck am I gonna do with her?
I guess you'd be a rival of Mount Violet, even though she's not really evil anymore.
Yeah. All right, I'll take him out.
You see, Blues is he's not like me. He doesn't have a studio. I mean, I don't have a studio. I just live in my own apartment, but he has to deal with family situations, folks. So sometimes he's gonna interrupt. It's okay though. This is what makes this podcast gold. You don't know what the fuck. He got assaulted on the first episode. You don't know. Blues could get literally shot right now by his relatives, and I'd be like, well, folks, I guess Blues is dead, so I guess Forte is gonna have to take over as second host. I guess I wonder if we're ever gonna get like a real third solid host. I mean, I like Forte's great because he's big brained. He knows about like tech shit, so he'd be great. Like he could be our Geek Squad like host you'd be like, Forte, tell us about like the new Apple iPhone, and he would like spit off all these facts and shit that nobody ever wanted to know. Like he'd be like, yeah. He's like our Spock. He's just a cold-hearted, calculating Native American who would just like kill you with a mohawk or what is it, tomahawk? Yeah.
Yeah, tomahawk.
He'll kill you with a tomahawk and not even think twice about it, guys. And he'll do equations in his head while he's doing it. So fucking scary shit. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, eventually we're gonna probably get a third host who's pretty, because anybody can come in. That's the great thing about the podcast. Anybody could just come in right now and they could change the subject. We could start talking about something else. That's the beauty of this. But since this is kind of random, it's probably just gonna be me and Blues, which I don't mind. But yeah, I see that. Future Trunks. The thing with Future Trunks is you can play him, but I could see why you kind of getting tired of playing him for a while. I'm kind of getting tired of playing Raditz. I don't know what else to do with him, especially in on this site because things are so older. You know, the characters are so much older. Like Raditz has already done so much. Like at least in his backstory, he has a daughter. He's an elite warrior. Like what else do you want? You want me to make him Super Saiyan and keep him going? I mean, I could,
I
but
mean, you've already done that though.
he's technically not a Super Saiyan yet. I just made him an
And I'm saying
elite.
you've had him go Super Saiyan before
Yeah,
though.
I'd actually be more interesting to carry on. Let let's let and this is spoilers, folks. Spoilers. We do spoilers here. Um, here's a spoiler. Raditz is probably gonna die. Let's just be honest. But the
Hmm.
good thing is Sorora can take over for him, and so that way it feels like time has passed. Like there was a time where Raditz was on the site, and I feel bad because I haven't really played him a lot in C-Box, but I mean he's in space. Only people, I'd have to keep asking you, but I mean, usually we're busy with other things. But I guess me and you could play Turles and and I could play Raditz, but I mean it's just not until Raditz moves on to Namek or something, there's really not a lot to do with him right now, man. So I mean, because Turles is the leader, so I mean, I guess Raditz can go up and conversate with him, but that's about it, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm very limited in what I can do with Raditz. So that's why Moth Violet's very hot, you know. She's doing cool things. I really do like the thing we're doing with Izen and Rikutsu and Moth Violet, how they're gonna go out on adventure. I really do think that's fucking cool. It's like Dragon Ball, but a cool Dragon Ball, you know. So I hope that continues. And as far as Zuka saying that he doesn't like C-Box, here's the thing. C-Box isn't bad if you can record things and write a summary. That's all. Because then it's recorded and everybody knows what's going on. The
Right.
problem is when people just paste shit in the archives and they don't explain anything. Because you're either going to forget about it or you're not going to remember what the fuck happened. So that's a number one. I got to do video editing after this. I got to get these podcasts up, you know. But after that, the first thing I want to do is the archive template. And people are going to have to start following it. Like here's the thing, folks. Here's the thing. Me and Blues, we're really laid back admins. But at some point, we're gonna have to lay down the law. You know,
Hmm.
it's gonna be one of these members who's like innocent. You know, they think we're cool, and they're gonna post something in the archive, and they're not gonna put a summary, and I'm gonna have to like listen. If you don't fucking put a summary in this, I'm gonna find out where you live. I'm going to run you over with my car. Now,
The
you
floor
might
fusion.
you might say that that's kind of rash or crazy, but like we gotta balance it out. We're having too much fun on the site, but we gotta have results and
Yeah.
organization. I will be right back, Blues. You're gonna have to take over, man. This is gonna be your test. You're gonna have to entertain. Imagine there's 1,000 people listening in right now. I gotta go
Just
use some.
us.
Huh? What happened, Blues? You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I'm gonna go use the restroom, so you gotta take over and entertain. Imagine that you got a crowd of 1,000 people listening in. You got to give them your A game. Just start talking. I'll be right back.
All right. On the side of the fridge. All right.
Okay, I'm back. Blues, what did you get into? What did you talk about? Blues here. Blues. Blues. Oh God. What have we done? Oh man. This podcast, man. So, here we are. It's me and Blues. We're in a podcast. We're talking about things. What should we talk about next? I guess that's the question. Well, we could bring up some news topics because I mean, there's nothing else to talk about the site, folks. I don't know what you want. What do you want me to do? You want Romanus to just come to Earth right now and kill everybody? Because I could do that. It'd be insane, and it wouldn't make any sense. But I love doing that kind of stuff. Is Blues back? Is Blues? Are you dead? What happened? So let's see. Let's see what's in the news. Let's see what's going on. That's what we give here. We don't only talk about coronavirus and what's going on in the RPG. We give you the hot news. Let's see.
Yeah. Current events.
God damn it, Blues! You were supposed to keep him entertained while I was gone. You just vanish.
Sorry.
Oh, God. This podcast is horrible. But it's okay. It's good in a horrible way because we don't really give a fuck about these people. It's like whatever. You pay us.
It is what it is.
You pay us and we'll make it better. Shit, we'll send you prizes and shit. I don't know.
Yeah, this is free content.
It's the free content. I'm drinking a Spaten Oktoberfest beer, and it's pretty delicious. It's imported from Germany. I drink German beer. I'm a classy person, okay? I got Hungarian blood. Like, what? You think I'm gonna be drinking Budweiser like some fucking pleb? No. I got Hungarian blood, man. I gotta
You're
drink.
drinking Miller Lite instead.
Yeah, I gotta drink the finest beers from Europe.
Miller Lite, yep.
Just like my Hungarian ancestors would want. And so, because I've totally gone through the sake. That shit's gone. Oh, God, I don't believe I drank that much last night. That's not good. I mean, it was a fun podcast. Everybody seemed to be entertained, and it didn't seem like I pissed off anybody, so at least...
The only one you pissed off was Pan with the Epstein shit.
Oh, whatever. Fucking Pan. You telling me Santa Claus not real? You telling me there's billionaire pedophile rings? It's like, yes, and there's much more, Pan. So stay tuned. I'm gonna wake you up. I'm gonna red pill you.
Pan.
Yeah, Pan's like, what do you mean there's billionaire pedophile rings? It's like, Pan, I'm waking you up. Blues already knows. Blues is such a pessimist. He's just more laid back to me, but he gets it. We're on the same page. Like Blues.
I'm in the conspiracy. I'm a conspiracy theorist. So when these things come out to be true, it's like I told you so.
Yeah, Blues is on the same page.
I told you.
He's an I told you person. Told you. So what are we gonna do with Pan? I don't know. Pan's like if I had a kid and I had to tell her like, listen. You're fucked. You're fucked. The whole world's fucked. We're going down to bad. I think Blues had it right. One of the scenarios for the future is Blade Runner. That's where we're going. That's where
Yeah,
we're going.
Blade Runner scenario.
We're going to a Blade Runner future. Like, let's stop. Greta Thunberg's not saving the fucking world, people. How dare
Greta
you?
Thunberg.
How dare you? She's
How
gonna tell you
dare
to eat.
you?
She's gonna tell you to eat bugs and shit. Like, what the fuck? What is wrong with you? She's not saving shit. She's like an autistic Swedish girl. Like, what the fuck are we doing? And she's gonna save us? What are we doing, Blues? What are we doing here?
I ain't doing shit.
What are you doing? We must,
Hey, we not gonna do nothing until all of these multi-billion-dollar corporations
Yeah.
start, decreasing their emissions and shit.
It
Me as this individual civilian ain't gonna do shit. Oh,
It
I can
ma-
recycle as many plastic bottles as I want to, but
it make more sense.
and if Exxon and Chevron and Shell are still fucking dumping however many tons of coal and oil into the water, it's like what is me recycling plastic bottles gonna do?
Yeah, dude, I litter on a daily basis because I'm like, if these companies are gonna pollute everything, what? You think me like littering is gonna or not littering is gonna save us? Like, go get the fuck. See, you got the same mentality as me. That's why I like you, Blues. You're like Forte. I think
Who cares if we litter?
Yeah. And so, God, that's why I'm glad we have the members we do, because there would be some fucker member who'd be like, you shouldn't litter, Romanus. And then, see, you notice that, Blues? It's the little shit that pisses me off. Somebody could come in here and be like, I want to kill people. And I'd be like, that's cool. But then if somebody came in here and be like, you shouldn't litter, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. You could have said anything else. You could have said, I murder children. I'd be like, okay, well, I guess he murders children. But
all right, that's you.
Yeah, if you tell me I can't litter, that's a problem. That's why people think I'm crazy, because it's the weirdest things that trigger me off. Oh, God, trigger, that word, but it's true. So.
Fucking trigger. It's like the word trigger has become so.
Yeah, it's true. They completely ruined that word. I need to take a shower just from saying that fucking word, man. Trigger.
You know what other word they ruined?
What?
Cuck.
Woke. What did you say?
I say the word cuck.
Did they ruin? Yeah, because cuck is now synonymous more, not with the sexual shit, but more of just being a beta bitch or just being a what do you call those people? Soy boys and shit. And it's in it. That's what people don't get. It's not making fun of like gay people or anything. It's more to do with like a certain type of person who's basically like guaranteeing the destruction of Western civilization at this point. I'm not like, I used to be like, there's a guy at work I know named King, right? And he's right wing, I'm left wing, but we're both on the extreme ends. He thinks he wants to get together with a militia and like save the day. I'm beyond that point. I'm like, go to a Walmart and look around. Like I said earlier, it's not so much. You could reform the government all you want. It's the people that are the problem too, because these people are so fucking stupid and retarded that even if you reform the government, they would get tricked back into it being this corrupt in a heartbeat. It's
yeah,
more.
That's how they got there in the first place.
Yeah, it's more of a. I fully believe in the dynastic cycle. And the dynastic cycle is the Chinese version of strong men make good times and good times make bad men, or something to that effect.
I'm familiar with it.
It's the same thing. The Chinese dynastic cycle is the same thing. We have the wrong people, citizens that are retarded, and we have the wrong government and oligarchs who are all corrupt at the right time. Because you notice in history, like for the Roman Empire, they had great leaders for the longest time, even during its gradual decline. But eventually, you just get the wrong people and the wrong leaders at the right time, way too many times, and that's when it starts to fuck up. And that's where we are. Because nobody here is going to tell me that Biden or fucking Trump's gonna save America. You're out of your fucking mind, dude. Like it's not happening. It's just not, man. I mean,
Biden, Trump, 2020.
Bernie was like my last hope, and he's completely disappointed me because he wouldn't go after Biden the way he's like, well, Biden's my friend. It's like, bro, he hates you. They already screwed
Yeah,
you.
they're always using you, and you're still caving for them. It's like I don't understand
Yeah,
that.
bro. After this election, dude, after Bernie did this again, and he bent the knee to his enemies who are trying to sabotage him. I just
It's like 2016, he got sabotaged. 2018, like 2019, he just fucking
he
caved
bent
in.
the knee, and I'm like, dude, if Bernie can't save us, we're fucked, dude. Because he had a lot of good ideas.
It's like last time. It's like last time. You know, you could give him the benefit of the doubt because Hillary, kind of cheated him out of the election last time.
Yeah.
But now this time, it's like, what are you doing?
Exactly.
You had the campaign all the way up until it was down to Biden, Biden, and Trump. It's like, what happened?
The most annoying thing too is like, I liked Yang. Yang was good, but I mean, he had never had a shot because I mean,
I think he had a shot.
Well,
he quit too early because you notice once Yang quit, everyone else started quitting.
And what also pisses me off is the identity politics. Is like the actual woman who would have saved America and she would have made a great president was probably Tulsi Gabbard, and like, they just ignore her and they want like a corrupt person like Warren who lies about her race. She says she's Native American when she's like.
Yeah. Elizabeth Warren gives me like mean teacher vibe.
Yeah, she's fuck her, but like that's the sad
like
thing.
Cranky
it's like
teacher vibes.
I mean, say what you want about feminists and identity politics, but you would have had a great woman president in Tulsi Gabbard because she not only did the people on the right like her, but like also people on the left. Like she all she had to do was end the wars. We've been at war for 20 years. She could have just ended the war as best president.
Wasn't she accused of being like a Russian plant?
Yeah, that's just bullshit Red Scare propaganda. Because she wanted to end all the wars, and the military-industrial complex doesn't like that because they make money. It's all about money.
Course.
So, but if she had become president and she had ended these 20-year wars that had done nothing. It's made the world more dangerous and unstable. If Tulsi had become president and she just had ended the wars, I would say best president of my life. And you would hear the feminists, they would never stop shutting the fuck up, and I would be okay with that because she would make a good president. I'd give them that. I'm like, you know what? You feminists annoy me sometimes, but if Tulsi Gabbard ended the wars, I'll give you that. You can, because then they would have all the articles like women make really good leaders, and like Tulsi ended all the wars while all the men didn't, and it's like, well, you know what? I'll give them that. Because
it's like, well, I mean, you can't. You got to give credit to the men because they started the wars, but half the time they ended them too.
Yeah, but you know how it is. Like they're gonna have like those type of articles where. If Tulsi was president and she ended the wars, they're going to be like, well, women can solve all the problems. It's just like, it's clickbait, annoying shit, but I'd give him that. I'd give him that if she ended the wars, and she would be the best president of my generation. Any president. If Trump ended the wars, yeah. If Trump ended the wars...
Margaret Thatcher.
Yeah. Now, that's an interesting character. She was around with Reagan. So she's an interesting...
Yeah, wasn't she like British Reagan?
It's a weird thing because like American presidents and like British prime ministers, they sometimes rhyme or they're similar to the feel. Like I mean, some people compare Trump to the new prime minister
Boris Johnson.
Yeah, Boris Johnson, but I don't know a lot about Boris Johnson. I know that he has a style that he kind of looks kind of like ruffled and shit. Like he doesn't really comb his hair and stuff. He
looks like a British Donald Trump.
Yeah, but he does that on purpose to kind of look more like a common person. I get it. He seems like a fun person. Like if I had to pick world leaders to drink with, Trump would be fun. I think drinking with Trump would be fucking entertaining.
Oh hell nah.
But also Boris Johnson. I think Boris Johnson would be more entertaining to drink with than Trump. He just seems like a fun person to hang out with. I don't know if that's true, but
until you discover his war crimes.
Yeah, Trump might be a little too snobby. Like he acts like but he's from money and he's always been money. Boris Johnson seems more down to earth. Like I could go to a pub and drink and we could talk and we could have a good time. Trump might be like this peasant wants to drink with me. You know he you know how rich people are sometimes, but
Yeah.
yeah, we got on a good rant with that one. I liked where this one went. Bacon was just getting in when it was getting good. So we got Bacon on the program. Oh, he left. Well, he just left. That's depressing. We lost. He's back. He's back. All right. So let's see. Let's see what else is in the news, Blues, and I want your opinions on this.
You know what? No, fuck that. I need you to give me an idea for a new character.
Oh, okay. Magical Girl. That's I'm just gonna keep saying that shit until people are like, you know what, this Rom guy's kind of weird. He just keeps talking about magical girls. That's my angle. I'm just gonna keep
All right,
pushing
listen,
that.
if you want me to play a magical girl, you have to give me a backstory.
What about this character? I showed her before. Kieran Lovely. She actually looks cool. Like I'd play her. She'd be my backup magical girl. I like playing a magical girl. It's kind of fun.
Let me see.
Kieran Lovely.
Gotta play Dahlia Lumen's classmate.
Yeah. Have you seen her? I've shown her before.
I didn't see her. Which one is she?
She's basically like anime girl version of Ace. This is what Ace really wants to be like.
Oh, is it the redhead girl?
Yeah. She's cool, man. Like I will say this. I will never watch Pretty Cure because it's basically like anime for like Japanese little girls. Like I mean it is what it is, but the animation
It sounds like it. Pretty Cure.
But the animation and the characters designs are amazing for playing OC characters. Like that's the weird thing about it. It's like it's not an anime I would ever watch, but if you like that's where I got Sylvia's Aegis from because the villains are their designs are amazing. And the best part is a lot of people don't know about that anime in America. So if you play those OCs, it's very original because they're like, you know, nobody knows about them. So it's pretty cool. But here I'll send you some of the pictures. I think I downloaded one of them. See, she's cool. Like if I couldn't play Dahlia Lumen, I would play her. Like she just, if I was, she would work for me. What do you think, Blues? Is that you? Does that speak to your heart?
Why magical girl though?
I don't know, man. I'm just fucking with you.
Why not something more appealing, like Android or some shit?
I say go with whatever you want. I'm just fucking with you.
I can't think of anything though. That's why I'm asking.
Well, this is my advice, Blues. One of the reasons I'm able to stay doing this nonstop is I play so many different characters. Like, I play a sorceress, I play a magical girl, I play a fucking ruthless Saiyan Rom. I play kind of a milder version with Raditz, and I also play a swordsman. You notice how they're all different, though. So I'm always entertained. Like, if I get tired of Romanus, I can play my swordsman. That's one thing that Stoner Piccolo doesn't get. I never get burnout because I can always switch up my characters and play somebody else. And that's my advice to you. It's not so much playing too many characters. You want to play different characters. And you could do it even more than me because I always play usually anti-heroes and villains. You could play anti-hero, hero, villain. You could switch it up even more than me. But that's what I do, man, and that's how I'm able to kind of thrive in this community. Is I never stopped with one character. I always kept like moving on, and I never was like, oh well, this character I can't play for whatever reasons. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, because all my characters are interesting. I will say that. I can boast that my characters are very interesting in their own ways. Even you said it. You said like if you had to pick between my characters, one of them would be Dahlia Lumen. And who would this is a Dragon Ball Z site, but she's such a good character and interesting that she kind of brings her own you know goodness to the
Yeah,
site.
that, and I've never seen you play her. Oh, okay, you're talking about that one.
Oh, you saw it in the chat. Yeah, I sent you over some of the stuff. She has really good gifs too, man.
Let me
Like
see. Copy link.
let me if I can convert these over to gifs. She has really good. I mean, she has really good gifs too, man. Like I'm not. There was a reason I kept posting her things in there because I'm like, yeah, if you want to play a character, like she's pretty cool. I mean.
So you want me to be Moth Violet's rival?
Well, you can if you want. I'm not forcing it. I'm not trying to be crazy. I'm just like, I think if if I was crazy enough to keep playing more characters, I might actually play the Kieran Lovely as another magical girl. But it's like, there's no point. Like it's redundant and it's kind of I have already too many characters as it is, so I won't make any more. Um, I gotta limit myself because then it will become overwhelming. I have a tendency to sometimes do that. But see, like,
Mm-hmm.
what makes her cool is like she has really good gifs. So like, and she just seems like a fun character to play because she's evil, but she's not like cringe evil either. She looks like she's happy just being evil, and that's what's fun about it with her.
I'm evil.
Like she's being evil, but she's having fun, and that's what I like about it, her as an OC. If I were to play her, she's not like exactly being evil just to be evil. She's probably just being evil because it's fun. But I guess if you were my rival, she might be good, or she could be an anti-hero. That's the thing. Like I always try to switch it up. Like if I'm gonna play a certain character, I like to kind of subvert expectations because you would expect when you look at Dahlia Lumen, you're like, oh well, this is like a sweet girl, but when she turns into like Moth Violet, she's like a completely different. And that's the fun part. It's like so I can kind of get away playing a hero, but I'm also like not a hero, and it's kind of fun that way. It's fun to. But I think I told you the story. You know what? That's what we could do. We could run down the stories of all my characters, and we can run down the stories of all yours. Though
All right.
it'd probably be better to do it on an interview, but fuck it. I mean, we could do it again that way too. But hold on. I'm gonna try to send you this if I can actually get it as a GIF. I don't know why these are in WEP form or whatever. Let's see. Will this save as a GIF? Please tell me it will. What the fuck, man? I don't get that. Yeah, I guess you have to be logged into Tumblr to actually make it a GIF.
I don't know. I got.
GIF? I guess it's GIF, right? I say GIF. Sorry. It's one of those weird things I do. I blame
Gift.
It's GIF, right? Not GIF.
I guess. I don't know. I just say gift.
Did she just? Yeah, I mean, you'd have to go like convert these over to GIFs because they're in that other file form. But yeah, I like her. She's cool. I'd play her. But maybe what you need is I don't know. What type of character do you want to play? And then we'll kind of go over my characters and why I play them, and I guess we can go over yours too. And shit, we'll just keep this going, man. So that's what we'll do.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm good. I've always played swordsman, time travelers. I was thinking about replacing Future Trunks with fucking what's his name? Tapion.
That might be interesting.
Tapion, however you want to fucking
Tapion.
pronounce it.
I'm just waiting for somebody to challenge Dusty Brome because he boasts about being
Dusty Bro.
he boasts about being
Okay,
the best swordsman.
you know what? All right, I got something for Dusty Broom.
Oh, okay. So that's sparking your interest.
Dusty Broom can run into Alexio.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because I forgot that you play Tetra's brother now, and that's Hiei makes a really good brother for Tetradia because they have the same eyes and the same kind of demeanor and look. So they really do look like brother and sister, which is kind of cool. So
Yeah, let's go in C-Box right now. We haven't done anything with Alexios and Tetradia.
oh, so we're gonna do a C box thing while we're on the podcast. All right,
Yeah.
we can do that. Let's do it. This is our podcast. We do whatever the fuck we want. It's crazy here, man. Crazy. Yeah. Bacon has to hide this podcast from his kids. It's like, you can't listen to this. This is these crazy Americans talking stupid shit. And you're right. You'd be right about that. Let's see.
I might eventually take up Alexios as a
You
character.
should. He makes a cool character. You can't have a Tetradia without a Alexos. They go together. Even though she's his big sister, but in a way, she's better with magic, but he's really good with a sword. Because I've seen some of his if you've seen Hiei and Yu Yu Hakusho, he has some fucking sick moves. And he's so good with a sword. Like it's amazing.
Yeah.
So endless gifts for you if you want to play him. Plenty of them out there with him killing people with swords and shit. Let's see. Let me get my Tetradia. See, my Tetradia images are spread all over these different sites. One day I gotta consolidate all my images on it's gonna be post image now. I think that's the name of it. I don't remember. It's one of them.
All right, what the hell are Tetradia and Alexio supposed to even be doing?
Well, I figured they're not really doing much of anything right now. They work for the
Magic Maestro.
They work for the Magic Maestro, but he's not making any moves right now because there's way too much stuff going on. Excuse me for a minute. It's better if they just kind of hang out in the background till there's less things going on, and then they can kind of do their thing. Because with me focusing on Romanus and Raditz and Moth Violet, it's just kind of better that way. So let's see. Let me bring it up. So that's what we're doing, folks. We don't have the technology right now to where we can show you C-Box, so I'm sure I could figure it out, but it's not happening. So this is part of the podcast where you might want to clean your house or have it in the background because we're basically. It's hard to describe, but if you don't know what a C-Box is, I don't even know why you're listening to this podcast. So I'm not even going to explain it. If you don't know what a C-Box is, I want you out of this fucking podcast right now. Go get out of here. Your services your services are not welcome here.
Get out of here.
You need to know the terminology. This is like a fucking Illuminati group. Like if you don't know the terms. I'm kind of like, yeah, it's like we should probably kill them and bury them in the backyard. That way, we got to keep the secret organization going. So if you know what C-Box is, that's what we're doing. So we're going to be doing commentary and doing C-Box for a little bit.
You know what? I'm going to do some stuff with Cop God. Tired of him being...
Well, but no, you gotta play Alexos. You can't just cop out on me at the last minute.
Oh no, I'm gonna still play Alexios.
Okay. God, where is the Tetradia images? Am I even on the right? Oh, that's why. Okay, hold on. I just gotta switch out Imgur's. Is it Imgur? I don't know. I just call it Imgur.
Imgur.
Yeah. He's freak. Dick.
Yeah, pretty much. Cause shit, she's supposed to be looking for the goddamn Dragon Balls, but she's never fucking here.
Who?
Fucking Xanthi.
Well, she's I don't know. What does Xanthi do? She's going to college and she runs like a sweet tea plantation or some shit. The
Sweet
South.
tea factory.
Yeah. She takes advantage of third world labor or some shit. Not a good person, folks. Tell you that, but she's really good with codes. So you got to take what you can get in life. Like I mean, she may she may take advantage of third world people on her sweet tea plantation, but doesn't stop us from using her services as far as a coder. So I'm sure Heather's listening to this right now and she's fucking pissed, but I mean,
Oh no, she's not.
she'd be angry. She's like, this fucker talking about me. It's like that's right. That's what happens when you give Rom a podcast. When you give him a platform, this shit happens. Oh shit! I was about to put Tetrati. God, what's wrong with me? I'm not. Though she does like to be called Tetra because it's a lot easier to say than Tetradia. But so that's her like pretty much her nickname. It's a good nickname, Tetra.
Titra.
Tetra.
Titra.
No, it's not. No, don't do that. I know where you're going with that.
Titra.
You always liked her boobs.
I mean, if she was playing Naga the Serpent.
No, dude, I'm not playing that. God, she's such a definitely late early '90s character because she's like wearing like a. She's not even wearing clothes.
She is. Technically. She's wearing a bra and panties.
That doesn't count really. That's indecent exposure, sir, or something around there. I don't know. Is it?
She's got magic though, so
It's magic.
you can just
Man.
turn to a fucking frog or some shit out.
Some kind of frog. I'll use this image. She's happy today. I want her to be happy, Blues. She's in a good mood. She's not like Alexos who's always looking angry. Let's see. Let's put it out there. Oh, well, that didn't work.
Angry. His harsh upbringing in the Aegis family.
Oh, he had a Bacon's coming in too. Oh God, it's gonna be a party. We got the Wild Man. The Wild Man joins us on our campaign of conquest. That'd be kind of cool. See, that's happy. That's evil happy. That's you're causing problems, but you're happy about it. See, that's the difference, Blues. I'm gonna put that up. I'm happy.
He is apparently always fucking scowling. So
yeah, that makes us different too, because she'll smile. He's not gonna smile unless he's basically like stabbed you in the chest and you're dying. Then he might smile a little bit.
I've never watched Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh God, that's such a good anime, bro. If you don't do anything, you need to watch that because you'll love it. I'm telling you right now. Because you like the kind of the same things I do. If you gotta watch it. In fact, shit, you know what we could do on the podcast? We could watch it together and commentary. That'd be fun.
Fucking Mystery Science Theater.
Yeah. Do a Yu Yu Hakusho commentary, me and you. Like that'd be fucking amazing. I can explain things to you, or just let you figure it out yourself. But Yu Yu Hakusho, dude, Yu Yu Hakusho's better than Dragon Ball Z. It really
We gotta start on like the 15th episode.
So we work for Magic Maestro because I love. He's basically the new Sylvius Aegis because I mean I love that guy. The character design
Why don't you
of
just
him.
call him Sylvius Aegis then?
Because do you want him to be our relative, like an uncle or something? I guess he could be.
It doesn't matter.
I just
Magic Maestro.
Yeah, that's his nickname. Kind of like how, like Dusty Broom, his nickname is the Varmint Slayer. It's kind of the same thing.
I remember when you played fucking what's her name, Botan on
Yeah, The incompetent otherworld who helped Rom, and Rom's like, you know what? I think I could trick this bitch into getting me back into the real world, and he did.
Fucking Botan.
I could bring Botan on here once Rom dies. He goes to Otherworld and she explains like, listen, like Otherworld's been we've been having problems with dead people, so we hired new people, and I'm one of them. And Rom's like, this bitch.
We've been having problems with dead people.
Yeah, we've been having problems with the people that are coming to the afterlife, so we hired new people to assist the ogres, and I'm Botan. Rom's just gonna look at her like, I bet you I could trick this bitch into getting me another life. And that's the beginning of a beautiful partnership right there. A killer super soldier and a Botan working together. That'd be funny. So you do remember Botan? That's pretty amazing. I remember playing her a little bit too. I didn't even change her name. I'm like, let's just keep it Botan. How about that? How about we don't change the name?
Are you gonna post?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
We got Yu Yu Hakusho characters. We got One Punch Man characters.
You got it all, bro. We got it all.
We got Forte.
You got pretty cure characters. I mean, shit.
We got Pretty Cure.
Yeah, that's horrible. Sad saying that, but we do.
Hey man, that's all you.
Yeah. Hey, I think she turned out as a good character. She's definitely memorable. People are never gonna forget about her. I'd imagine Tetrati kind of has like a British voice, like Vambry from that one show. She has kind of like an exotic British Slavic voice. It's kind of like mixed.
She has like a thick Cockney accent. All right, governor. Don't just sip a cup of tea.
I guess that's what northerners.
Come on, Mom.
There's people in the podcast right now. They're like, they don't know what's going on. It's like, that's right, you don't.
Go down to the snooker hole and tip you around the ears. Get us a spot of tea.
Yeah. Our characters should have a northern accent that's kind of like British and Slavic, kind of mixed. Since it's a fantasy anime, we can make whatever we want. We got like a proper.
But Slavic and fuck this country of the Slavs.
Yeah, we got proper like fancy accents.
They don't exist on Dragon Ball Z. Like how do you explain?
Well, you figured people from different regions would have different accents. They never really elaborate on that in Dragon Ball. But
then it's supposed to be on like an alternate Earth. But then you see like the Eiffel Tower in some episode, the pyramids.
Yeah, that shit's weird. But before King Furry took over, I mean, pretty much Tetradi's backstory was there were 7 kingdoms. One of them was Belka of the north, and that's where they are from. And so is Cadogan. It's from Belka too. So you got a lot of northern sorcerers that are kind of like up to no good. Of course, it's the northerners. They don't give a fuck.
Goddamn unionists.
Yeah. Us magic northerners, we're always up to no good. That's why they killed Cadogan's family. The guilds.
The magisterial.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is like that's why Tetradia feels so bad for him because she used to know him as a kid as they played together, but also, they were kind of like the Cadogan and the Aegis family were kind of like they were thinking of eventually having them both married because then they would basically their families would own both plots of land and castles, and that just never happened because his family was killed and he kind of went crazy. So she always kind of feels bad for him, which I think is cool. At least Cadogan has one person who sympathizes with him. Oh, the rest of them hate you.
Yeah, Xanthi especially hates him.
Yeah, isn't she basically your forced minion?
Yeah, because Kadogan was just gonna kill her, but then he was like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna do something way worse. I'm gonna bind my soul to hers and make her work for me.
All right, so I posted. It's your turn, Alexos. Are we gonna? Let's make it more interesting. I guess we can say what we're saying in C-Box, so that way the folks know. I don't know if I could do a really good Tetradia voice though. I'm not really good
Oh,
at
jeez.
female. Uh, I'm not good at female fancy pants voices. This is gonna be a challenge for me. Tetradia.
Tetradia walk the Aegis Castle.
Alex,
Alexio! He called out.
Alexos. She called
Where
out.
are you?
Where are you? She called out.
Where are you?
Oh God. This is gonna be a hell of a podcast episode. We're doing. I guess that's what we'll do. You give your best Alexos voice, and I'll do my best Tetradia voice, and we'll embarrass the shit out of ourselves doing it. That's great. That's what you get here, folks. You thought we were just gonna talk about stat systems and shit? No, we talked about coronavirus death tolls and politics. Now we're talking about we're gonna do the voices of the characters we are doing in C-Box, man. That's what we do. We give you the best. We give you the best bananas, my opossums. There's just possums. I hate that word. Why is it opossums? It should just be possums. But I'm giving you the
Possum.
best bananas.
The O is silent. The O
Yeah,
is silent.
the highest tier bananas for my opossum legend opossums. I said opossum again, didn't I? Well, fucking goddamn it. Possums, not opossums. Stop saying that. Ugh. Okay, let's see. Where are we at? Cadogan just wanted a girlfriend, but he couldn't get one, so he just forced this girl to work for her. It's like, you're gonna be my girlfriend. That's not creepy. That's not creepy at all.
Look, man. Look, Kadogan is not the most gentlemanly of people. Okay.
Well, so even though technically Alexos would be the heir of the family, because I mean, we're talking about medieval families, so the male always kind of inherits everything. Since she's the older sister, she's always kind of looked out for him and kind of like bossed him around a little bit. So I like that, because you are my little brother. You little fuck.
But Alexios could beat the shit out of Tetradi.
It would be a rough match because he's really good with a sword and she's better with magic. So if he could break her barriers and get in close to stab her, he would probably win. He'd probably just put up his blade against her neck and be like, "Yeah, no, I'm in control now." They're like, "How dare you?" She'd do a Greta Thunberg thing. "How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Yeah, how dare you put your blade up against my throat? How dare you?"
How dare?
How dare you? It's just so fucking hilarious.
It's like, man, when I saw it, I was like, yeah, you go, girl. But then looking back on it, it's like, what the fuck?
It's very silly. I get what Greta Thunberg's going for, but it's just so fucking silly that people are putting their hopes in a little girl. Like, why would you even put her out there like that? Because trolls and right wingers are gonna make
You
her.
already know.
Yeah.
And especially internet culture, it's like they don't give a fuck that this little girl is like what, 13? They don't give a fuck.
They
don't talk like shit because she's fucking young as shit.
Yeah.
Young as hell.
We're
like, man,
fucked as a society when we're putting our hopes in. I mean, I'm just gonna put it out as an autistic Swedish girl. You're putting your hopes into.
Like she is actually autistic.
Why not just let her? How about this? You want to say I'm a monster for saying that? How about this? How about you just let her have a normal girl's life and leave the politics to actual fucking adults? How about that? Does that make me a monster? I want her to have an actually decent life. Don't put her out there like that, because people are gonna mess with her, man.
And they're gonna mess with her bad too, because it's
Yeah.
like Jesus.
Because you got people believe crazy shit. So
It's like people, people don't give a fuck about talking shit to kids.
yeah. And the good thing about Tetrati and Lexos is Tetrati's kind of a bitch to everybody else, but she's actually very nice to her brother, which is kind of a different because she kind of doesn't like most people unless they're working with her, like her minions or something.
I'll have Katagan appear in a second.
Because the backstory is that they work for Sylvius Aegis, but Tetrati had turned their parents into stone. I think you remember that. So
Yeah, I
their
remember that.
parents are still there. They're just stone right now. She knows the spell to turn them back, but why would they right now? Because they'd be fucking pissed. So that's not happening anytime soon. Ah, god damn it. I spelled bite wrong. What the fuck? This is not the best day,
Started to
folks.
bit into
Bite. Bit or bite? She started to
bite
bite. Yeah. See?
to
Fuck.
bite into.
God damn it, folks. See, this is the problem, folks. Like, you want A plus content. What you gotta do is you gotta send me some bitcoins so that way I can support myself and make better content and I can spell better. The more money you send me, the better I will spell. It's just how it works. It's how it works. You know. Everybody. That's how you got to do it, Blues. You got to give them free content. Mostly it's all free, but for the special fans, I don't know, we'll have like I don't know, a fucking get together or something at Waffle House and be like, listen, just pay for our food. That'll work. We'll go meet at a Waffle House. Here's the thing: if we're gonna meet at a Waffle House, you got to dress up as your character. So, um, one of them at least. So I'm sure I'll dress up like Moth Violet and get arrested, like before I even get to the Waffle House. You'd be like, what the fuck is this? And I get arrested, so Blues has to take over. He's dressed like a black Vegeta. It'd be fucking cool.
No, I'm just dressed like fucking what's his name, Killmonger from Black Panther.
No, you can't. You got to be a character you play. You got to dress up as a character you play.
When you look at Killmonger,
Yeah.
his armor kind of looks like Vegeta's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they
And
kind of
then-
made his like. Yeah, I saw a picture where they kind of put up they put up
Yes.
Vegeta next to Killmonger, and it's like, god damn, okay.
We're gonna start selling Catogon and Moth Violet T-shirts. Yeah, that's and it caps. That's how
Hell yeah.
we're gonna make shekels around here. We're gonna make it rain shekels, bro. And this is how we're gonna turn this into a career. You know, hey, Bacon, you're gonna buy a Moth Violet Ridge wallet. That's what you need. You want to get your professional life started. You need a Moth Violet Ridge wallet. That's what you need. That's right. We'll sell Sanpan a fucking he would buy it. See Blues. We got to keep this going to the stars, man. We're gonna start selling we're gonna start selling legend merchandise to people. See, he would buy it. we could sell Sanpan like dusty broom pillows. Like, hey, there you go. You want a swordsman?
Dusty broom body pillows.
Oh yeah, who wouldn't want to snuggle up next to a guy who basically kills furries for a living? I mean, that's what I want to snuggle up next to. You got to sell it like that. We're basically running a pyramid scheme on Legends. It's like you gotta get to this level, and then you get the Dusty Broom Pillow. You gotta get 1,000 more character points. What is Blue's gonna post? I wonder. So oh yeah, I gotta read this out. So there you are, hmm? She said, throwing an apple up at him with a teasing smile. Come down here, little brother, she said, having another apple that she started to bite into. My writing fucking sucks, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie, my writing is not my strong suit. I make good characters, but my writing is sometimes fucking horrible. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like Stoner Piccolo makes some amazing shit. Like I've seen him write, and it's like Jesus Christ, bro. What the fuck are you doing? You should be like writing books and shit. Write books about Ohio. Tell me a story. Tell me a story about Ohio. Oh God, here comes fucking Cattlegon. This is my home too. This is my home too. He smiled. No, I don't know. He would have like a more kiddish voice. This is my home. No, that sounds. I can't do
Fucking
it.
12.
Yeah, I can't do
How
it.
old is Tetradi?
Tetrati is probably like what, like 20 years old, 20, 21.
18?
No, she's out of high school. She used to be on the fencing
So,
team. That's why she has a rapier blade. She has a sword like you, but though she's only good with a rapier blade when she can use it with a speed spell, so she can just stab the shit or slash somebody to death. So she's not, because even with the speed spell, I'd imagine Alexos could probably beat her. So she would never really challenge her brother to a sword fight.
like, so she's like 19, 20.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Alexos
20.
would probably be about Dahlia's age, like what, 16, 15? So
Yeah, probably like 16.
that's cool. This is my home too, he said, catching the apple, biting it, and tossing it back to Tradia. You fucker, you didn't even eat the whole apple. Why do I give you apples if you don't eat the whole thing, you fucker? This is why you're a bad
I
little
didn't
guy.
have crap.
You didn't ask for an apple. Senator, yeah, because remember Tetradia went up to ask Catagon to join him, so he already knows. So he's coming. I guess he's coming to pay Tetradia a visit. I guess.
He's talking to her from the other world
Oh, he's in Otherworld.
because he did you ever watch the Harry Potter movies? You know what the Horcruxes were?
No, but you can explain him. Explain it. Explain it to the people.
So basically, Voldemort had these fucking things on Earth. Even though he was dead, he could come back to life because he had his soul broken up into a bunch of different pieces of inanimate objects. And so that's basically what Catogan did.
So is Catagon in Otherworld right now, and he's just trying to speak to Tetradia?
He can interact with the physical world because his soul is still bound to the
He's
to
kind of
Earth.
he's a lot like a moth yokai. You know, with
Yeah,
Dahlia.
kind of, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
not,
him and Moth Yokai could run into each other, honestly.
that'd be kind of cool. They could like plan. It's like, cause the thing is well, there's a twist to her story. So at the end of this, when they gather the Dragon Balls, it's gonna be a very fucking crazy twist. I don't want to ruin it because I think Rikutsu would like it if it wasn't, but I think you would get it, Blues, because she kind of is a lot like Oob in the way. I know you think. You think about Oob for a minute and think about her and her relationship to Moth Yokai, and you can kind of understand it. She just doesn't She just doesn't fully get it yet.
Yeah.
But I hope, dude, we should just do that story in C-Box, and we'll just keep recording it at the end when they gather the Dragon Balls. It's gonna be a big surprise for Izid and Rikutsu. And basically, they're gonna have to. It's gonna be a boss fight, in an interesting way, because you're gonna think it's gonna be Moth Yokai, but it isn't. So, we'll see. We'll see about that. I think Bacon could join us too with the Wild Kid. The Wild Kid could tag along with us in C-Box, and that'd be fun. Or give Bacon more stuff to do. And it'd be interesting to have a wild man. We got a magical girl, a wild man, an android, and a ramen noodles martial artist. It'd be fun.
Yeah, Jackie Chan, basically.
That'd be fun. That's what we do here.
We're, we're,
We try to create
we're
fun.
pretty much getting a Jackie Chan movie protagonist. See what Tetradia says to
She's actually gonna talk to Alexos first. Yeah, that's the thing too. That a lot of people don't know. I guess I'll talk somewhat about my characters. Like Tetradia, if you look at her, especially this version of her that Blues likes so much, she has a headband. Well, she has a tiara, right? And that tiara has a gem of telepathy, so she can communicate with. She can basically use a little bit of telepathy. She has magic items, kind of like Lena Inverse. So she has a gem of telepathy, so she can talk to people, or she can use basic telepathy powers, and also those spiky shoulder pads help her create stronger magic barriers, basically. So everything she wears kind of has a purpose. I try to do that because it's kind of it almost is kind of silly what she wears, but if they actually have a purpose behind them because they're magic items, it kind of makes more sense. So I tried to incorporate that. That's some deep legend lore for you guys. So Bacon's just eating it up like bananas because
Lord.
he's our number one possum, Legends possum.
Is that what we're calling our members now? Possums?
Our legend possums, yeah. Because I'm gonna keep using. I'm gonna turn that video into a GIF, and every time we post new content, I'm gonna feast my possums, feast on the bananas of goodness. Oh, it's gonna be great. That's what we do here, Blues. We we're raising these cute possums, and we're feeding them bananas. That's our content, delicious bananas. What? Am I going crazy? She said, looking around and then at her brother. I swear I heard Catagun Alexos, she said, a bit concerned. What magic is this? Maybe telepathy. Is that a good female voice? Am I failing at this? I'm probably failing at this,
Terrible.
like life in general. So it's okay.
Terrible.
I'm gonna work on my voices for the podcast. I gotta work on voices. So I guess we'll have to practice that together, Blues. You know, on a secret dark web, thing. We'll practice voices, so that way we could be more entertaining to the fans.
Hell yeah.
So we could do that. You need to talk more, Blues. That's your thing. You're too laid back. Because
How am I too laid back?
you're too laid back because I'm doing a lot of the talking. We need more Blues. I want to hear more Blues hot takes. I do. Yeah, talking and typing is hard too. So, but yeah, I always loved Tetradia. It's so weird because I play a character from Slayers that she was only in like 7 episodes, but in this community she's pretty famous. Like people on most of the sites I played, she's their favorite character out of mine. The people love Tetradia. In fact, Arena Vegeta wanted Tetradi to supposedly he had a crush on Tetradia as a character, which is kind of amazing because he wanted her to play to interact more with his character, and I was gonna do that, but actually that's around the time that Blues was like, "Hey, I'm recreating the site," and I'm like, "Well, I'm gonna go do that." Like that's the move. Not hanging out with. I mean, this is the thing. We keep it 100% here. So when I'm talking about other sites, it's not because to just talk shit. It's just to be honest, and I can't tell the full story unless I involve these other sites. So that was the move. I was like, oh,
Context.
Blues and Forte are starting a site. Well, I'm going there because this site, and I've told Arena Vegeta this many times. It's he doesn't care. He would rather it just be stagnant, and he just RPs with a few people he knows. And I'm like, I don't want that. I want to go with Forte and Blues because I've talked to them in the past, and they're actually ambitious. Maybe not as ambitious I would like them sometimes to be, but they're ambitious enough to where they're thinking of the future. And it also helps that they're a little bit younger too, so they have more of a idea of what like the younger generation wants too. Excuse me, because one of my problems is I'm getting a bit older, so I'm not able to keep up with everything. But I'm a damn good RPer, I will say that. So even if my spelling's not the best, I need you to help me. I need you two to help me. It's rather important. I hear him. Oh, so he can hear him too. Cadogan, what happened to you?
I got killed by that blonde bitch Kira. That's exactly what he's gonna fucking say.
He should
That
say that.
blonde bitch Kira killed me.
So I guess maybe Tetradia. But what is he gonna offer them if they help him? Because it's kind of like they're kind of. I mean, they could help him for old time's sakes because I mean, Tetradia and probably Alexos too knew him as a kid because their families interacted because they're both Belk and Noble families. But like, what could he offer them or convince them to help him? Sunpan's in the chat. Oh shit, might be there soon. Oh really? Oh man, I wonder who she's gonna be. Sunpan's is gonna show up at the castle and beat us up. It's like she just comes there
Beat
like
the shit
Dora
out.
the Explorer, like with a backpack on, and she looks up at the Aegis castle. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go up there and go on an adventure. Well,
A creepy castle.
yeah. Ooh, a creepy castle. I'm gonna go up there. And she pulls out her
You
map,
could do it.
like Dora. She's like, map, tell me where I need to go, and it just points up to the castle or some stupid shit. That's what she needs a magic map. That's what I want. I want basically what I'm saying is I want our Sunpan to be like a DBZ Dora Explorer with a magic map. That'd
She's
be
not
cool.
already that.
She's close. She's getting there, but I'm pushing her to. I'm like, listen, Sunpan, listen. You know, we love how you play Sunpan, but what you need in your life is a magic map. That's where we want you to go. And it'll be me and Blues and Forte, and we're in a counseling session with her in a secret deep web, dark web fucking Discord chat, and we just invite her and we're like, listen, you got to get a magic map. And we're just like, we all agree with it, and she's like, this is what you all called me here for. They're like, yeah, we need you to have a magic map. We need you to be like our Dora and go on adventures and shit. And that's the direction we want our Sunpan to go. That's why you gotta do it, Blues. You gotta bring people into councils and demand shit like magic maps. That's
Yeah,
gonna
fuck a democracy.
yeah that's gonna change. That's gonna turn this side around when you demand members to have things, like magic maps. Listen to Rom. I know the way. I know the way.
This
Catagon.
is the way.
Yes. What mess have you got yourself into? Where are you? Yeah, because she's surprised she heard from him because he pretty much said, she said to her and her minions, and she still has those minions. Like her, I'm gonna have to redo her header because of course I'm not playing Cyber 6 as her anymore, but she still has her two minions because I like those minions, the werewolf and the alchemist. They're pretty fucking cool. And I guess
Zinc Man.
yeah, I think they. I mean, they pretty much work for Alexos too. So I mean, he can boss them around too if he wants. So
It's like, hey, motherfucker.
yeah, you gotta like. Alexos would be like, yeah, I know you kind of follow my sister, but understand that I'm in charge too. Like let's get that across. And he would like,
Listen,
yeah, he'd kind of like,
I'm in charge.
yeah, he'd kind of like show him his sword and shit. Like, yeah, I will chop you fuckers in half. Don't make no mistake about it.
I'm in charge here.
Well, I wanted to make. The thing is, I wanted to make Tetradia like. I didn't want to make her such a villain that she's gonna like betray her own brother. Like, I wanted them to have a good relationship. Like, she loves her brother, and her brother kind of loves her. But I think the thing with her little brother is eventually he's not gonna want to be like smothered by her, and he's gonna eventually like just be like, no, I'm in charge now. So you can either listen to me or there's gonna be problems. That's kind of how I see their relationship going, which kind of makes sense because he technically by Belkan noble standards would take over eventually. So, and she kind of knows that, but she'd definitely give you the "How dare you" speech. How dare you?
How dare I?
Is that how you're gonna reply back to it? How dare I? We're gonna make a Fanta the Opera fucking scene out of
Fucking
it.
Star Wars Shakespeare shit.
How dare I? How dare I, Tetradia? I
How
am.
dare I, Tetradia?
I am.
How dare you?
I am the Aegis family. It's just it's crazy shit like that.
He just fucking shoots it back at her. He's like, how dare I, Tetradia? How dare you?
Oh god, it's pretty fucking amazing. Yeah, this is where the magic happens, folks. Where we us nerds we play Japanese anime characters in a C box, and that's what we do for a living. That's right. This is the magic. Well, I drink Spaten Oktoberfest. That's our plug-in advertisement. Drink Spaten Oktoberfest, imported from Munich, Germany. That's right, folks. If you need a drink, you need a real drink. Like, stop fucking around with this garbage like Budweiser or Miller Lite. What you really want is you want a Spaten Oktoberfest. It's from Munich, Germany. It's delicious. It has like a fancy like royal flag. It's blue and silver. It's great. It's great for the whole family. I advocate for you to give your kids alcohol like back in the medieval ages. Stop babying your kids. Be like, listen, have a fucking beer. You're 6 years old now. Dude, by the time you're 15, you should be able to operate a crossbow and kill a knight running towards you with a lance. And if you don't kill him, he's going to kill you. Like, if you're not there by 15, we're going to have problems. I advocate for it. I advocate for this beer, Spaten Oktoberfest, and I also advocate for you to allow your kids to drink alcohol early. Get them early into adult life. Stop babying them. Make them post-apocalyptic proof. You know? That's what we're going for here. That's what we advocate on this site. You're not going to get this information anywhere else, folks. I'm telling you that. No other admin's going to tell you, hey, allow your kids to have alcohol because it's going to make them better people.
Builds character.
Builds character. And give your kid a sword too, a real sword. I want to see him stab a mailman. It's like make sure the mailman knows.
Plot twist. Karagan possesses fucking Alexios.
Oh fuck God damn. Katagon is such a fucking menace, man. He's the Dennis and the Menace of the
Yeah, that's not what he's doing.
Dennis of the Menace. Looks like he's dead. He sat down, crossing his feet. He's like Lexos is kind of more the cool, collected person, while Tetrati is kind of more the emotional villain.
Like, oh my god, what happened to you?
Yeah, yeah. Typical spoiled girl. She's basically, in a way, Tetrati is a lot like what Bola would be if she was like a noble sorceress. And but the sad thing about their wealth is it's kind of declined because they're the formal nobles and rulers of Earth before King Furry. So they own a castle. They kind of have wealth, but their wealth is kind of declined. So the castle's kind of decayed. It's full of vines and cracks. But I mean, if you look at Cadogan and Alexos and Chetradia, they used to kind of be the rulers of Earth.
Hold on a second.
At least from a lot of our backstories. Hmm.
You'll have to keep Bacon occupied for a moment. I'll be right back.
All right. I will entertain these people. Well, first of all, I got to use the restroom. So, Bacon, our most faithful fan, I will be right back too. But you know what? I will play you some music in the meantime. Let's see. Let's see. I want to give you something. I want to give you guys something good to listen to. I mean, this shit will probably get us banned from YouTube for playing shit, but who gives a fuck? Oh yeah, there we go. We're just gonna play this in a loop. Enjoy. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. I I always advocate for putting on Yoshi fucking stuff. But we're back now. Is Blue? I think Blues is back too. I don't think he's been insulted or killed, so I'm pretty sure he's doing all right. Is that a fucking dog? This is what I deal. This is what I deal with here. This is what I deal with. I'm busting into the sangria. Let's go to an advertisement. Even though we have no advertisements, I'm just gonna advertise alcohol until they eventually start paying me. So okay, that's the last of the sake. So now we're going into, folks. What you need is a good drink. I know you hate your job. You're a piece of shit. Your wife hates you. Your kids don't respect you. But listen to me. I'm Romanus. Some know me as Goku. But listen to me. What you really need is you need imported from Spain real sangria. It's Cruz Garcia. It's great. It's great for the whole family. Give your kids this. It'll make them shut the fuck up. It's imported from Spain. It's delicious. It's a sweet wine. It's about let's see what is it? It's what's the alcohol content on this? It's 7% alcohol content. It's not even that bad. It's a smooth ride from beginning to end. No surprises. No, not here. Not on this podcast. We're classy here. I'm pouring myself a nice glass of real Cruz sangria. You know, we keep it. I have Hungarian blood in me. I feel like I need to take over shit, but then I have a nice glass of wine, and then I don't want to kill people or take over anything anymore. I mean, I still kind of do, but I'm like, it's like, no, I could put it off for tomorrow. So have yourself a delicious glass of wine now and then. That's all I'm saying. Now back to the show. So, I guess it's my turn to post. I guess Blues got attacked by a dog, so like I said, when he first got assaulted on the first episode, I give him about a 50-50 chance. Now, really what it's going to depend on if the dog gets his, bites the shit out of him on the neck or any vital organs or, cause him, do I think Blues can handle a dog? It depends on the dog. I mean, it's complicated. Like, is it a pit bull? Is it a German Shepherd? I don't know. I give it a 50-50 chance. I mean, don't cry about it. I mean, people die. I don't know why you people always you're like, oh God, Blues died again. Oh yeah, we gotta like shut the fuck up. Be stoic. Be a philosopher. Stop. It's poetic. Blues got killed by a dog. It's a circle of life. He's grass now. It's like Lion King. Okay? Jesus Christ, the dog's killing him right now on the podcast. It's a massacre out there, folks. But it's okay. It's a circle of life. I mean, eventually Blues will be turned into grass. I mean, it is what it is, man. What do you want from me? You want me? I live in Virginia. You want me to go down to Texas and save him? Like he's on his own. He's on his own, man. So I'm gonna reply to Blues. He might be dead. He might not. This might be his last post. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Like the dog's barking. Shit's going down. Best podcast ever, folks. We give you the realness. So right now I'm typing back to Cadogan. Basically Cadogan got himself in too deep, and now he needs Tetradi and Alexos to bail him out. Of course, like any edgelord villain. So I guess we're gonna see what happens here, folks. I'm gonna type this up right now. Revenge if we help you. That's right, folks. Whew, man, I'm getting a little warm. Blues, what happened, bro? Are you alive? I think Blues is dead. That sucks, man. I mean, we're gonna have to find a new Blues, and I don't know if we can even do that. Like, no, nobody here even kind of like qualifies as Blues material. I mean, not in the slightest. You just join us. What you need to do is like, we'll figure out how you would plug in Bacon into the current thing. Like, if he's a wild man, he's traveling around, so you might just stumble upon Aegis Castle. You can go from there. That's all you got to do. You can't be shy about these things. Just throw yourself in there. That's what I used to do. I mean, if the RPers don't accept you, then that's on them. That makes them shitty. But like me and Blues, like, I mean, literally Sanpan and you could just show up at the castle and that'd be fine. Like, nobody, what are we gonna say? No, you can't. You know, the whole purpose of us is to create entertainment. I mean, we do RP together sometimes, but you know, that's just for old times' sakes and you know to create content. So I mean, yeah, I mean, you and Sanpan can join us, you know, anytime. You don't have to feel like you have to ask. Just join in. So you can join in right now. You could be going through the forest and the mountains in the north, and you come across Aegis Castle, and you know it you get very curious about the castle, and so you go in there, and you're gonna run into Alexos and Tetradia, and then it goes from there. I mean, it could go a lot of ways. It just depends. But I mean, I don't think Tetradia and Alexis are so evil. They're just gonna like kill you. You know, they're not. They're just gonna be like, well, who's this guy? But that's what you got to do. You got to throw yourselves into situations. Um, or do what Iona did. Iona's really the only one who created a real C-Box scenario himself, from what I remember. I need forum posts, though. We don't have time for C-Box. Um, well, that's the thing with C-Box. I mean, that's the thing with the forums right now. Blues is... Well, Blues posted, so... I'm sure he's coming back eventually. Um, the forums right now, the problem with the forums for us is that both me and Blues are swamped working the saga. You're just gonna have to find members who are willing to RP with you, and I'm gonna say this honestly, some of the members they rather just be in C-Box, sadly, but eventually that's gonna change when we get new members. And the rewards are going to be definitely tilted towards forum post. Yeah, see, there you go. It's just you know, the site right now, it's operating kind of like slow. Probably not as fast as some people want, but it is what it is. I mean, eventually we'll have an influx of new people, and once the stat systems figure out, it'll encourage forum posting. Like, we'll still have C-Box stuff, but you won't get as much gains from doing C-Box. But the whole point of C-Box is it's fun for people to do. Um, it's fun for people to do just when they get off and they just don't feel like making forum posts, really. That's the strength of our site. It's like you can literally get off work. You can get on the site. You don't have to worry about who's going to post with you in a forum, and you don't have to plan out. You can just literally throw yourself in the forum. I mean, in the C-Box. Sorry. But you know, that also means that people are going to post less. So It's just one of those things. Well, in the forums, anyways. They're gonna post less because, of course, they can get their satisfaction from the C box. But at the same time, we wouldn't have a lot of these RPers unless we did have a C box. I'll put that straight out there. A lot of these guys are former anthology folk who they wouldn't really be here unless we had C box because they love C box. It's almost like nostalgia to them. It's nostalgia to me and Blues too, to be honest. So we've lost our co-host. He was attacked and killed by well, actually he wasn't killed by the dog because he just posted in C box, so he's still alive, folks. He's not dead. So I'll be right back. That'd be cool. You should definitely do that. I we're kind of creating a mini story with Moth Violet and Inzen and Rikutsu, so you could do that too. Or you could join us. I mean, you could join us, but most of the stuff we're doing is in C-Box right now, so of course. So some people don't like C-Box. I get that, but it works for us because it makes things more efficient when we're kind of tied up with forum posts for the saga. Let's see, clever girl, you know me so well. Listen, I'm not exactly interested in your plans with Maestro, but I need your help, and I can help you in return with. Hmm. Damn it, I don't even know how to spell that shit. Aerosol. Aerosol Vrumungum. That's a hell of a name, man. Of course, I give my characters difficult names or titles. Oh, Blues is gonna find this one good. It's gonna be funny. Blues is like, oh shit, what is it? That's what it's gonna get good. It's gonna get good, folks. Blues, are you back? Are you alive? Get back in the chat. You're supposed to be doing podcast. How long have we been going on? Let's see. This podcast. It's a goddamn dog again. Let's see. We've been going on for um. Wow, we've been going on for 2 hours. So I mean, we're pretty much good. This podcast has covered a lot. So I mean, we could keep it going. this is what's gonna happen, folks. We're gonna we're gonna keep the podcast going um, until Blues gets back, and we'll go from there. We'll see if Blues wants to continue it or not. Blues can probably hear us. He's probably just doing something. And I'm gonna get a Cliff Bar because I'm hungry. Is that gonna be another plug? We're gonna advertise Cliff Bars. Listen, folks, are you a starving, hungry person who needs food? Well, listen up, folks. Get yourself a Cliff Bar. Are you athletic, or at least want to be athletic? You pretend about it in your mind. You might be out of shape, overweight, and you're like, you know what? I want to go hike a mountain one day. Well, you don't need to hike a mountain just yet, but you can eat a Cliff Bar and feel like you did with the delicious taste of oatmeal raisin walnut Cliff Bars. That's right, folks. I'm eating one right now. God, mmm. I'm feeling like I'm in the mountains already, and I'm hiking. I'm making a difference in the world, and you can too. So, buy yourself some Cliff Bars. They're good just for meals or a snack. Because I'm hungry right now. Doing this damn podcast for 2 hours, and my other host, he like put down his phone and like a dog keeps barking in it. I don't even know what's going on. Maybe the dog did kill Blues, and now it's typing. It's literally the dog literally killed Blues, and it's typing for him, and it's now the new Blues is a fucking pit bull named Roscoe. That's the new Blues. So um he basically took over his life. I'm okay with that. I mean, I like Blues, but this pit bull Roscoe, he RP's pretty good. So I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say no to him taking over. We need a Blues. Mm, that is good. That's right. I'm gonna eat on the podcast because whatever. Mm. All right. So we're back. I just ate something. You know what's going on, folks. I don't need to explain shit to you. I respect your intelligence. What's going on? Granted, you can't. If you're just listening to this, you can't see what's going on in C-Box. We'll eventually fix that. There's a way to where we can show the screen of C-Box in real time with the commentary. That's not happening right now, but it'll happen in the future. I mean, these podcasts are fucking abysmal in every way, but they're gonna get better, folks. You just gotta have faith. Faith, man. It's a thing that people don't have anymore. Faith. Have faith in us. Micah, RP, or Jesus. All right. So it's my post now. I'm hoping. My faith is Blues is eventually going to come back because then we kind of. Where the fuck are you, Blues? Get back in here. I know you can hear me. All right, so there goes a post. What is Blues up to? Blues, you fucker! I sent Blues a message. I'm wondering what he's up to. He might be doing something to where he can't speak right now, folks. Might have to wrap this podcast up soon. Doesn't seem like there's much left to talk about. We're having our RP thing, in C box as usual. So I think. Oh, somebody said something. Oh boy, let's see what they said. Um, enjoy this. Go enjoy the C box. See, Dick Falcon's right. We're gonna end the podcast here. We've gotten 2 hours. We gave you 2 hours of content, folks. It was delicious possum banana podcast content just for you guys. We're gonna end it here. Let's see. We're gonna stop recording, and that's it, folks. We'll see you next week.